For those of you who don't know us, I'll fill you in on some of our background. I was a chemical engineer, Jeanette was a secretary. We decided in 1970 to go self-employed and shape our own destiny. We've been self-employed ever since. We started with a sub-post office and general store. We bought out the other shop in the village. We bought out the off-licence. And we earned a living. But Barclays Bank earned a fortune. We sold up, we bought larger, more upmarket premises, and we earned a living. And Barclays Bank earned another fortune. Then my daughter Alison qualified as a chef, so we bought an empty premises and converted that into a restaurant. We prospered, and Barclays lost out. We sold up and bought a country hotel, and son Craig and daughter Alison worked with us. We sold the hotel and retired at 55. So what was our pension plan? Well, our pension plan was to invest the profits from the hotel into property and live on the income from the lettings and the capital appreciation. We had 5 mortgages. I went out to play golf on Black Wednesday. 9 o'clock in the morning, interest rate on my 5 mortgages was 6%. Came in after 18 holes, the interest rate was 9%. Came in after the second 18, and the interest rate was 16%. So in one day, I went out solvent, came home broke. Well, that's if broke is the usual definition of outgoings exceeding income. I had assets, but I had no money. I needed £1,000 a month to balance the books, and that's when we discovered network marketing. I joined 2 companies. First one, 14 minutes. Second one, 14 months. Now, in the first company, it took me the 14 minutes to find out they wanted 1,200 quid up front for stock, and it took me 14 seconds to tear up the agreement. Second one, I worked reasonably hard, I followed their systems, I made 0 income, but we learned a lot. Then daughter Alison sent me a press-cutting advert about Clean Easy. I replied to it, and Bob Webb sent me an info pack. And like most of you guys, it sat on the side of my chair for some weeks. But I did realise, I looked at it from time to time, and I realised that Clean Easy had the one thing that no other network marketing company's got. And that is we have a vast volume of sales of product direct to the end user. So I knew that it would work. So at 58 years old, I joined Clean Easy. 6 months on, we were earning our £1,000 a month. Yes, just like the tortoise, I was a bit slow. I was a slow starter. But around this time, we recognised the pension aspect of Clean Easy as being attainable. Yes, you know it's there. Your sponsors told you it's there. The company have told you it's there. And now I'm telling you it's there. What you have to do is you have to realise and you recognise that it is attainable by you. You have to learn to believe that. Okay? So, if you're 20 to 35 years old, wave your programs in the air. Let me have a look. Okay? 35 to 50. Let's have a wave. Right. Where's all the old codgers over 50? Yeah, come on. Right. Okay. So in the first group, the 20 to 35s, you probably think that OAP status is so far away, it doesn't matter. What a mistake. You are in the worst possible situation, as in 30 to 40 years' time, there will be no state pension. On the other hand, you're in the best position to take advantage of the Clean Easy program. If you're in the second group there, 35 to 50, you're probably thinking a Clean Easy pension would be nice and it might be getting pressing. Now you need to think of it as a reality. Believe you can do it. 50 upwards. You may be thinking it's too late. Well, it's not. Look at us. We're the living proof of that. Now look, I'm no pensions expert, but I do know that whatever pension arrangements you have made so far, it's not enough. Don't care what they are, it's not enough. Inflation-proof, index-linked pensions and so on are a thing of the past, but the Clean Easy pension is inflation-proof by definition. And you can always top it up with a little more sponsoring. Here's an example. I've been receiving state benefit, state pension, since December 1999. From the word go, I put this money into a building society account and I've never ever withdrawn a penny of it. Now in that time, the states have paid me £14,500 total. Clean Easy pays me more than that every 4 weeks. So let's do a bit more program waving, shall we? What is Clean Easy's best product? Who think it's the orange laminate floor wipes? Who thinks it's the telescopic window washer? Who thinks it's Oven Mate? Oh, they love Oven Mate, don't they? Right. Well, for years and years, the best-selling product for Clean Easy was the orthopaedic toenail clipper. Fact. Now, is that of any importance? No, it's not. Without a doubt, Clean Easy's best product is the opportunity. Now, you can offer it to anyone. And in our business, we have people of all ages. But let's have a look at a group that are often neglected. We'll call them the Dad's Army. Have you ever thought about contacting people approaching or over retiring age? No? Well, perhaps you should, and let me tell you why. In general, people over retirement age have some significant advantages. They probably have a good credit rating. They often have credit cards with money left on them. They tend to budget because they have to, because their disposable income is tiny. Therefore, 25 quid a week is a lot of money for them. Very attractive. Because they tend to budget, then they're amenable to working to a plan. Because a budget is a plan, isn't it? And they're in a position to make time. Are they beginning to sound attractive to you now? I thought so. But you must appreciate that people of that age will have different aspirations to others. So when you talk to them, remember that. A new house may be of little interest. They're probably well settled in, and moving at a late stage in life can be quite traumatic. They may own their own house mortgage-free. A sexy BMW Series 3 or Series 5 may just not be their scene. A Boxster S will frighten the living daylights out of them. And the Ferrari, well, that trigger the angina, won't it? So, what sort of things are going to be on their goal list? Plants for the garden? Greenhouse? Way to keep their current car on the road? To be able to turn up the heat in winter without worrying about the bill? How about a new set of teeth? So, your plan for the older person should perhaps be modest, certainly as far as the initial cataloguing aspect is concerned. Maybe 100, 150 a week in batches perhaps as small as 25. You have to tailor the plan to their physical ability. If your prospect is looking for care, which may cost thousands and thousands of pounds a month, then you can talk to them about building a significant business and point out that that significant business is possible for them at their age. There's another thing to consider too. It's normal for older folks to want to help their now grown-up children and grandchildren. Such help creates a feel-good factor and is frequently willingly given. So why not get that person signed up under a younger member of the family? Talk to your up one about this because the option is very attractive and powerful for some people. So how do you build your dad's army? Well, your new OAP will have contacts of similar age. They'll possibly belong to lunch clubs, coffee mornings, allotment groups, women's institutes, guilds, and perhaps other elderly people's organisations. You can offer your services to go and talk at one of their gatherings. Often such organisations are looking for guest speakers. Don't go to sell the opportunity, just go to inform and possibly show the video. If your new distributor lives in sheltered housing or a retirement home, make sure they show the residents the catalogue. Good retailers often achieve here. Here's an example. Hope you won't mind me telling you. I've got an OAP bronze distributor, Margaret Wright. Now, her growth has not been fast, but it has been sure. And through her health, Margaret has not catalogued for some time and has never driven a car. She does, however, support her team splendidly, continues to sponsor into her PSG and into her downline. And her clean, easy income is about 4 times her pension. Now that's very significant to her, because it's allowed her to buy her apartment and other luxuries. And she's recently gone online and become one of the band of silver surfers. We all need to raise the money to buy those computers. You know, by their industry, your pensioner will often shame younger downlines into more activity. Well, if that old codger can do it, I'm sure I can. By their perseverance, they will demonstrate that the marathon approach works. By their consistency, they can demonstrate that the little and often approach works as well. And they'll demonstrate that the loneliness, which is sometimes associated with older age, can be overcome by meeting and entertaining new friends. All in all, our OAPs are not a bad lot. But of course, they're not the only lot. Remember that the 20s to 35s, you'll need a pension one day. Talk to them about the flash cars, the exotic holidays, the massive incomes. The 35s to 50s are going to need that pension even sooner. You can talk to them about building that secure future and about the flash cars and the exotic holidays, the massive incomes. In fact, talk to everybody you can. And in conclusion, as you watch me slowly transform into a Victor Meldrew, you will hear me shout my own version from the rooftops. You won't believe it until you've tried it. Thank you.
Clean Easy works, and it can work for you too. Get your full details at www.earnmoney.ie or click the link in the description below.